All right, listen up. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most important basics of TradingView so you can actually start using it confidently without feeling overwhelmed. This is for beginners, so I'm keeping everything simple and practical. First things first, TradingView is not a broker. TradingView is a charting and analysis platform. You use it to view markets, analyze price, and connect to your brokers so you can actually place trades. Your money and trade execution are handled by your broker, not TradingView. So think of TradingView as your workspace, where you study, you plan, and execute, while your broker is where your funds actually live. Now, TradingView works on desktop and mobile. You can use both of them, but if you're serious about trading, I highly recommend you use the desktop version. It's faster, it's cleaner, and it gives you more control over your charts. Mobile is good for checking markets and getting alerts, but your real charting and planning should all be done on desktop. So first, let's start by choosing a market. At the top of the screen, you can search for an asset by its ticker symbol. Stocks like AAPL, futures like ES, or in Q, you have Forex pairs like Euro USD, or even crypto like BTC USD. Once you select an asset, the chart will appear. And this is where most of your work is going to happen. Now, let's talk about the chart itself. By default, you should be looking at a candlestick chart. Candlesticks are the most useful because they show you the open, the high and the low, and the close for each period of time. If you need a more in-depth video on candlesticks, I will leave a video in the description or at the top right where you can view that video, and it'll be good information for you. I'm going to go over timeframes very briefly. Timeframes matter a lot. Lower timeframes like the 1 minute or the 5 minute are good for short-term trading and scalping. Higher timeframes like the 1 hour or the daily help you understand the bigger picture and market direction. Mistake that beginners make is staying stuck on one time frame. You always want to zoom out first by using different higher time frames, and then you can zoom back into the lower time frames, such as the 15 minute, the 5 minute, and the 1 minute. Now, let's go over some tools. And this is where people usually overcomplicate things. You really only need a few tools to start. The trendline tool helps you draw direction and structure. You have the horizontal lines, which are good for support and resistance. And you have the rectangles, which help you mark zones and identify where price reacted strongly. That alone is enough to start reading price intelligently. You don't need 20 tools or fancy indicators or a dozen indicators when starting. To favorite a tool, go to a tool you would like to favorite and click this star button, and a bar will pop up at the top of the screen with all the favorites, all your favorites in this section. So here are my favorites. I have the rectangle tool, the trend line, some long and short positions and the arrows, and a few other things to just help me analyze and chart out what I need to chart out. So speaking of indicators, we're going to keep this simple. Price always comes first. If you want to use indicators, start with just one or two: a moving average or a volume to see participation. To add an indicator to your chart, click on this indicator button here, and you can search up something like EMA, which will add a moving average exponential, or you can search up something like volume, which will help you see participation. So you have volume delta or just plain volume. And by default, you'll usually have this on your chart, so you won't have to add this to your chart at all. It'll just be there for you. One of the most powerful but underrated features on TradingView is alerts. Instead of watching charts all day, you can right-click a price level and then add an alert. Whenever price reaches that level, it'll send you a push notification and it'll help you stay disciplined. That way you don't have to sit there and watch charts all day. This is actually something we emphasize in our community. Trading isn't about staring at charts all day. It's about planning, patience, and execution. Talk about one of the most important learning tools TradingView offers, the replay tool. Now, this is only available if you have a paid subscription. At the very least, the essential, which is available for a base of $12. If you don't have a paid version of TradingView, you'll be looking at delayed markets by at least 15 minutes, which it's not good if you want to trade live. And I don't even think you'll be able to place any trades because your data is going to be behind. But with that being said, the replay tool allows you to go back in time on the chart. And by the way, everything that you need is to basically select and chart. It will be up here and to your left. So you can point to a past bar like such and hit play. And you can watch price move candle by candle. So this is extremely powerful because you can practice without risking money. You can test strategies. You can study how markets move in real conditions. Right? This is something we actively use inside of our mentorship and beginner coaching because learning in a pressure-free environment is how real traders are built, not by jumping straight into live money without preparation. You're essentially training your eyes and your patience without pressure. Now, let's talk about one of the most important parts, connecting your broker. So TradingView allows you to connect many brokers. Just go to the trading panel. All you have to do is slide this up here. Go to the trading panel and you'll see a plethora of brokers that you can connect. The ones that they show you are pretty much the most common. The ones that futures traders use the most often are TradeOvate and maybe even Webull and NinjaTrader. And if you're trading Forex or some other asset, you have Forex.com, Wanda. There are fewer brokers here, right, that you can choose from, more than a few. If you need any more brokers, you can go to Show All Brokers, and they show you even more brokers. But for the sake of this, we're going to go to paper trading, and we're just going to click on this account, and this is my paper trading account right here. So TradingView allows you to connect many brokers directly to the platform. And once connected, you can place trades directly from your chart. Again, TradingView does not hold your money. It simply sends your orders to your broker. So once connected, you'll be able to buy and sell directly on the chart, right? With these two orders right here, or these two buttons up here. And you can view open positions, and you can manage your trades visually. To set up a paper trading account, just click the icon here next to the cog, this drop-down menu, go to create an account, and you can name it whatever you want to name it. Choose the leverage, choose the balance, choose the currency, and you'll have a paper trading account available for you. So when placing trades, you'll mainly be using two order types. You'll be using market orders, which execute instantly at a current price. So if I were to place a trade right now, it'd be a market order. And there's another one, it's called limit orders, which execute only at a price that you choose. So understanding this difference is critical for controlling risk and entries. Now, here's something important I want to mention. Tools alone don't make traders profitable. So that's why in our group, we focus more on just charts. We offer one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one coaching, a structured beginner course, and guided signals for beginners and intermediate traders. Signals can be helpful, but they should always come with an understanding, not blind following. Our goal here is to teach you how to think as a trader, not just copy trades. So whether you're brand new or already trading, the idea is simple. We help you build structure, confidence, and consistency step by step. So to recap, the most important things to learn as a beginner on TradingView are how to find markets at the top here, how to read charts, how to draw basic levels, how to set alerts, how to use the replay tool, and how to connect your broker. So it'll be down here at the trading panel. If you can do those things, you already have everything you need to start trading in a clean and simple way. And if you want a more hands-on guidance, whether that's through a beginner course, mentorship, or coaching, that's exactly what we're here for. Trading is not about complexity. It's about clarity, patience, and consistency. Master the basics first. Everything else builds on top of that.